Up in the sky, far away, there's a magic world where we play. Together you and I will make great things. This is the Tech It Legends. Oh wait, I messed up there. Up in the sky, far away, there's a magic world where we play. So come along with me. And you'll be happy. I still messed it up. I didn't go minor. So come along with me and we'll be happy. That was a genuine accident. I was trying to sing it differently, like up in the sky, far away. And then it just led into the... I don't know. I haven't sung the Tech It song in a long time. Man. Well, howdy, folks. Hey, the audio... Oh, there's no audio. Okay. There we go. And it might actually be working now. I think I said last time the audio was working, and then I checked, and it wasn't. I guess now is as good a time as any, as we continue our adventure from last time. Were we doing jars? Were we gonna make a lava? I think we were trying to figure that out. Yeah, I think we were gonna make a lava, but then this over here was being cooked up. Oh, I remember now. I was gonna make an additional jar. Because we gotta make lava. Somehow. Probably using these jars. If I had a look at here, and I look at this, and then I look at this, this is probably not the answer because, gosh darn it, we're not ready to make one of those yet. We don't have everything we need. We can get clay and we can get sand, but how do you get gravel? We don't know how to get gravel yet. So until we can do that successfully, we're not going to be building one of those. What was I about to say, though? I was about to explain things. I was about to explain the situation to all of you. Oh, the audio situation. It's real knackered. Okay, so basically what we've been doing is because my capture card doesn't have, like, a pass-through with a... why is there only 3 of them? Has that been an issue? Why were these decisions made? I am almost positive that I had more than that. Who cares? I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Life goes on, as they say. My capture card doesn't have an output, right? It's only inputs, so I use an audio or an HDMI splitter, and I've never had problems with it for years. The other day I was fiddling around with months ago at this point, fiddling around with the EDID settings. It's got these little dip switches that allow you to change the EDID settings, and I was adjusting them to try to fix a completely different problem that we were having unrelated to audio. I think it just wasn't outputting a video signal. I had to reboot the computer, it turns out. Didn't put them back to where they were, and I finally thought maybe I need to fix that, and that'll fix the audio. So I flipped the EDID switches, and I rebooted the switcher, and the audio started working. And I was like, yes, I fixed the audio! But it didn't, because I came back today, and the audio was broken again. And I was like, well, maybe if I just reboot the switcher. And that worked. I did a test, and it recorded the audio fine. Maybe it's broken again now, because maybe... I don't know. It's so weird, the way that it's been acting up on me, where it distorts the audio and seems to slow it down. But I don't know if it's a problem with, like, my computer. Like, the Pop OS maybe is broken. The Pop OS is broken, and it's, like, sending weird audio stream signals that sound funky. And it'd have to reboot the actual HDMI switcher in order for it to comprehend it. Maybe it's the capture card, but the capture card doesn't do this with the Switch. The Switch is also plugged into a different, but same brand switcher, and it's not having that problem. Maybe I need to replace the switcher. Maybe it probably is the operating system. I've been thinking about switching over to a different operating system anyway from Pop OS, because Pop OS hasn't been updated to support the graphics card that I have, and it's not the graphics card that broke it, because it's the same graphics card that we used when we streamed Hogwarts Legacy, and it didn't have audio problems. So, I don't know, we might try installing a new operating system. If you folks want to watch a video about that, because all I'm going to do is back up the SSD and then install a different operating system and see where that gets us. What am I doing? I'd like to have just a different SSD with a different OS on it, but, well, I do have an open slot. I guess I could just do that. I could just do that if I wanted to. Why don't I just do that? And then I don't have to back anything up, and I can still have Pop OS if I need it, with all of my files on it. But then why would I have Pop OS if the audio's broken on it? But we don't know that that's what the audio's broken on. Can you make lava? You can make lava if I provide you with lava. That's not right, no. 2 compressed blocks of dirt will give us lava. But it's not, like, telling me that for some reason. Okay, well, what if I put in compressed dirt? This is the recipe I want, right here. Why won't you let me select it? Is it because I don't have the dirt in my inventory? I do. I have 2 compressed dirt right here in my inventory. Hello? Are you listening to me? Am I missing something? Let's go back to that lava one. Maybe I have to provide it with a bit of heat? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, hold on. High temperature. Define high temperature. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's the map. That's the wrong button. Wait a minute. There we go. Suddenly, this is making more sense now, isn't it, folks? Yes, indeed. That's why it wants us to make a soul campfire, which is going to require that we get some, well, some sort of weirdo-looking plant. Or just regular logs? It's hard to tell. What are you? Soul stone, soul glass, soul sand, soul soil. Okay, so there's got to be a way to end up getting soul sand, I'm assuming. Maybe using this? Regular sand and organic water. Well, guess what else is in here, folks? Yeah. Yeah. How do I make you? That's not helpful. I need, looks like water and some seeds. See, now that seems like it's reasonable, doesn't it? That seems like it's something we could do, but how do you get water? We don't have any water. Oh, and it needs to be over a fire. Okay, well, we're going to create an additional one of these because we have the materials, and to not do so would be silly. And we will place it over our campfire over here, I assume. Okay, maybe next to our campfire? Well, if I type in a recipe for something that... No, see, it's like, no, that's not going to work. Okay, well, then let's place it, like, above the campfire if we can. It doesn't want to go above the campfire, is the issue. And I can't seem to place it on the campfire. Maybe it's because it doesn't like leaves. That could be the case. It wouldn't be alone. Plenty of people don't like leaves. It's a world-renowned fact that people don't like... That's glass. Why is there a glass pane there? How did that happen? How? There we go. Okay, we've got it attached now. Beautiful. So it's hot. Hopefully it doesn't crack. And now we want to get water out of it. So we're going to need 10 leaves to create a water. Go! And that'll make 1 bucket of water. And then I guess we're going to need to create a bucket. In this case, we're going to be using bricks to make a flower pot. That's not right. That's not right. Ceramic water bucket. Unfire. Oh, we got to start with raw clay. Shrek me sideways. That means we're back to doing this. This is what we've been doing for the last 4 episodes. Welcome to episode 5, everyone. Putting leaves into composter. That's what this should be called. Sky bees? More like sky composter. Almost said composter bees, but no, we've not gotten that far with it. If that's a thing we're ever allowed to do in this game, we've not gotten that far with it. But we're going to. I'm fully believing that. Are we all out of grass? It always feels like we've got like this impossible amount of leaves. Like we've got so many leaves. There's no shot we'll ever run out of leaves. And then we always run out of leaves. And it just really makes you wonder, like, what is life? And what is the meaning of it? And what is our purpose on this earth? And are we wasting our time away? It's something I think about a lot. I kind of feel like I'm in a rut in life. But I'm not really doing anything to get out of that rut either. I'm like, oh man, I want to change. I want to make a change. I want my life to be different. But every day I just get up and I do the same exact things. And there's a level of foolishness to that I can't even quite put into words outside of what I just said. I started reading a book the other day, just because I hadn't read a book in a long time, and I was like, I used to love reading, and reading a book at this point in my life is something different than what I normally do. I listen to a ton of audiobooks, but I was like, when was the last time I actually held a physical book in my hand? Paper, the feel, the touch, the smell. When was the last time I did? I couldn't remember. It'd been so long. Audiobooks just aren't quite the same. Audiobooks are great and I love them. And I'll never not listen to an audiobook. Mind you, me. I will continue listening to those till I die. But I was like, man, it's not quite the same. I want to experience the wonders of an audiobook again. And so... the wonders of a physical book again, even, is what I meant to say there. My mistake. So I started reading it's a book from Christopher Paolini. It's set in the world of Aragon. If you've never read the Inheritance cycle, there are fantastic books. I highly recommend them. But this one is like called it's like a series of short stories, all framed around... Oh! Looky there! A fluid container! I don't want to spoil anything from this series, so what I'll say is one of the main characters after the events of, what is it? Aragon Eldest, Brishinger... Inheritance? What's the last one called? It's not Empire. I think that was originally the plan. Aragon Eldest Empire, and then Brishinger got split into two, or Empire got split into two books. Brishinger and Aragon Eldest Brishinger. Yeah, Inheritance. Okay, it's set after that, and it's like a series of short stories framed around one character's kind of life. It's called The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. No, it's the Fork, the Witch, and the Worm. So very similar. You can see how I would have gotten those titles confused. So far, it's been a pretty good read. I'm pretty close to the end now, and it's just nice to be back in Allegatia again. And I found out there's a new book coming out about one of the characters. Again, I don't want to name the title of the book because I think that's a spoiler. But it seems to be setting up like a new arc, and I'm like, dude, this is great. These books, you know, they finished being released ages ago. I'm glad we're back into it. I've been kind of hoping for that someday. Christopher Paolini also has a series of books about, so what, just kind of any seed, I guess. Also has a series of books about space, which you might recognize as being the Final Frontier. And I wouldn't mind giving those a listen to, or a read at some point either. In fact, I ordered them on the internet from a place other than Amazon, because I'm like, I need to support other websites. I'm trying to use Amazon in the same way that I'm using Google less. I'm avoiding Amazon at all costs. So I found it on a different, well, a major book retailer. It wasn't like a mom and pop book website. I don't know if those even exist. But I found it for a pretty competitive price, and I went ahead and bought it. And that'll be coming in the near future, so I look forward to starting those. But what am I doing? I'm trying to get seeds, like regular seeds, because for some reason I don't want to use any of these. But I'll go ahead and just I'll just use these. That's fine. So make me some weirdo water. Make me some swamp water. What is it called? Organic water. Is that what I'm making? I'm making organic water, but it needs to be cold. So actually, we want to mix that in a regular jar. So organic. That's the one right there. Okay, hopefully we don't need that one seed we just wasted. We can get more. It's just a hassle to get seeds. Once we have a bigger field of dirt and grass and things, I think it'll be a lot easier. But until then, it's just a bit of a hassle. And yeah, I'm continuing to use the comma. You better bet your bottom dollar I'm continuing to use the comma, because I'm just kind of making the assumption that as we go, we're going to need more of these things. So I just need to keep collecting leaves and just be ready. Be constantly coming over here and filling these up, just kind of as we wait for other things to happen in the background. I'm keeping my eye on that jar. There we go. We got our gross, disgusting swamp water. Sorry, fluid container with organic water. And now we're trying to get to soul stone, right? So we need to combine dirt. I mean, this is for the soul sand, but I'm assuming that... Oh, no, that's soul soil. We want soul sand. So soul glass, soul sand is going to be regular sand and disgusting green pond water. And we know how to get sand. I haven't forgotten. My mind is just as sharp as ever. There we are. Make me... Oh, look, now that we can make water and sand, we can make clay in a different way. That's like way more efficient. Look how we can make clay now. Sand and water, I mean, granted, the water takes a while, and we're still gonna be that's the thing, right? Like, no matter what we do, we can't escape the fact that we've gotta keep cutting down leaves. Alright, soul, sand, make it happen, please. Hopefully we only need the one of these. Insufficient resources, what am I missing? Oh, you do need coarse dirt to make soul, that's soul soil. Soul sand. What? Are you kidding me? What's happening here? Really? Does it have to be coarse dirt? Now that I've locked that in there? Well, how do you make dirt coarse? Coarse dirt. We don't have gravel. And we're not going to have gravel for some... Are we about to lose our organic water by changing the recipe? Can I get this out of here? There doesn't seem to be a way to get it back out. Like, I'm clicking the button. Is it still in my inventory? It's not in my inventory anymore. So it's inside of the jar. This is unfortunate. I should have paid more attention and not typed sab. There we go. Soul sand. Yeah, do it. It's gone. Yeah, I know, I lost it. That's a lesson learned, folks, a lesson learned. That means we need another sacrificial seed. Which one are we not going to want to grow? Hold on, wait, we can get more. We got some bone meal. We got some bone meal. Maybe we'll get a seed. Did we get a seed? Maybe we'll get literally no seeds at all. There we go. What's that? Green bean. See, I was hoping for one we already had so we wouldn't feel bad about reusing it. Hopefully we got something useful there. We got regular old wheat seeds. That's fine. Put away the corn seeds. Oh, we got 2 spinach seeds. We only need 1. Put away the flowers. I don't even regret my choices just then. How long for the water? Back to this, I guess, because we're running out of bone meal. Running out of bone meal. I do like the new recipe for clay, though. We're going to be making use of that. We're going to have to... like, aggressively keep our eyes on our water production and keep that up and running. Anyway, Nobara Linux, created by Glorious Eggroll. We might do a video where I install that, or we might not, because I might do it at like 3 in the morning when I'm really tired and I just want to get it over with, and then you'll come back and you'll join me once I've already made. Let's see, organic water. Make that, please. And I'll be like, look, I made it. Does the audio work? Yes, but will it keep working? I don't know. Only one way to find out. Power's like one thing. I don't even know if Nobara Linux. It's not a rolling distro. It's based on Fedora, which is not a rolling distro. It's not a rolling release. It tends to be more up to date than what I'm using, which is Pop! OS, which is a derivative of Ubuntu, which is itself a derivative of Debian. Debian's about to have a new release, and it actually will have support for my GPU, like full support. I can hack in support. It's not hard. You just gotta install like your Mesa drivers and all of those things, and I just don't want to, because that's complicated. It's easier to let someone else package an entire distro for me and just use that. Okay, so after we get that, we're also gonna need some regular old logs and sticks, it looks like. And maybe not even logs, maybe just planks, but I think it was logs, if I remember right. Because you can't have a stripped plank, but you can have a stripped log. So it looks like everything I need is actually in my inventory at the present. Has it been a while since I slept last? Remember that thing I said about aggressively making sure that we are always making water? Yeah, I've already failed. I've already forgotten what I said about that. Yeah, continue to aggressively make water, please. Got ourselves some soul sand! We're getting somewhere, folks! We've made ourselves a soul campfire, and I can't help but notice that the game has decided to completely ignore both of those accomplishments. Maybe if I throw that... No, well, it's not gonna work, because the soul... Did it even want soul sand? Is that what it wanted? Because I made soul sand. Yeah, okay. Fine. 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 How do we do this? What is it? It's, quest... What is the command? Slash, FTB... quests... edit mode. There we go. Manually now, I will say, hey, guess what I did today? I did this. Wait instantly. Oh, good. And it's acknowledging the fact that the soul campfire is in my inventory. Good. Good, I'm glad. But wait a minute, did it even acknowledge this? I guess technically... Okay. That's on me. Because technically, I never did this. I never made a ceramic water bucket and put the... But you don't have to. It gives you a little... We did it. Complete instantly. We basically did it. That one, I will admit, wasn't necessarily broken. I just didn't strictly follow the rules. But you don't have to. Why would I put it in a ceramic bucket? Why would I make a ceramic bucket? I mean, how would I even get it into a ceramic bucket? I think that's a fault of the mod pack creator this time. Normally, I'm willing to say sometimes Minecraft's a bit broken, but in that instance, it gave me a jar. What do you want me to do? Somehow get it out of the little container it gives you your water and stuff in and put it into a ceramic jar? How exactly do you suggest I go about doing that? I think it's a little broken, so what's happening now? Place down one of those. How are we doing in terms of tempered glass? We need more. And I'll tell you why we need more. We need more because I want to leave those two over here and have them keep making things. Like if I want them to keep making dirt and stuff out of other things, I want that to still be in operation. How am I doing on glass? We got 4, so we need 5. We need 6. We need 7. There we go. That's going to be enough to make more water, please. Thank you. Keep going. We're just going to make one more jar for now, for the time being. So we've got 4 tempered glass. What if I take the sand and put it directly onto this one? Will it skip a step? Maybe because this is obviously so much hotter. Will it skip a step and make something like go directly to tempered glass panes? I'm assuming not. I think it probably won't. But oh, the soul campfire is a thing in Minecraft. That's just a real thing that exists. It's just a why? What do you? Okay, comment down below. What do you do with a soul campfire in Minecraft? Like, I know what I'm doing with it in the mod. Do these recipes work in the mod as well? Like, what does it? I mean, it's blue. That's cool. I'm not denying the cool factor. I like the fact that it's blue. I'd make it just for that reason. But, like, why does it actually exist? Many questions I still have, What purpose does it serve? That's my best Yoda. Oh, shoot. Keep all those planted, hope for the best. Alright, so that is enough to create. But one more. One final... It's not going to be the last one, is it? Maybe for this episode. One final tempered glass jar. One final tempered glass jar. Rumbarambara, 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 2 blind mice. Yay! It's 3 though, and that's... I'm familiar with that song. Not as, like, 3 blind mice, but as the Three Stooges sound effect. And how not sound effect, like, song. And how perfect a song is that for them, or what? Now, remind me again, you can make clay, but what do you need for it? Leaves, I think? You need leaves and water? To make a single clay? I mean, sure, because what are you running? Oh, we're all out of, okay, hold on, no. Hold on. You don't need leaves at all, you need sand. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know why I was saying leaves. That's clearly not the case. We do have some water now, though. Okay, go. And you also go. And you also go. And you also are not even halfway there yet. Goodness. Three Stooges are great, man. Classic comedy. Funny stuff. My mom hates the Three Stooges. My mom is such a funny woman. She will go take, like, my nieces or whatever to watch something, like some garbage movie. Like, she'll come back from Sing and be like, oh, it was pretty good. I'm like, no, it wasn't. What makes you think that? You wrong person. Why would you think that? You know, but then she'll also be like, oh, the Three Stooges drive me crazy. It's so dumb. I'm like, really? That's the Three Stooges? Really? That's your take from them? Okay. Whatever. Love Mom, though. She's great. Just can't trust her opinions on film. At all. Things got awkward and quiet this time, didn't they? I feel like for the last several episodes, I've just been talking non-stop about random things that have just flown through my brain. But then today, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit more somber, a little bit quieter, a little bit more kind of relaxed. Just really carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders, you know? It's like the reality of living and having life and breathing and responsibility is all around me, and knowing that soon, not soon, hopefully not soon, but someday it's all going to come to an end. Then what? Where are you gonna turn when you can't turn back for the bridges you've burned and fate can't wait to kick you in the butt? Then what? That is a great song, man. I don't like a lot of modern country, right? But man, let me tell you, the 90s and early 2000s and the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, that's the era of like modern country that I love. That's the good stuff there. Oh, then what? That's a great song. Not really relevant to what we're doing right now. So, we have lava, and something tells me this is not going to be happy about it, because again, it really wants me to get these things in ceramic buckets. And I kind of understand that from the perspective of the game saying, hey, you need to use these in a recipe. But they don't come in ceramic buckets, so don't know what to tell you. What we are going to do now, though, is we're going to take some of that dirt, and we're going to make a generator. Where am I going to build this thing? Because that's the issue, isn't it? I don't want to burn everything to the ground. Okay. So we're going to go off from here, this direction. I wonder if do half slabs burn? We're not placing them the correct way around, by the way. I just want you all to know that I'm aware that in order to prevent monsters from spawning, they need to be placed upside down. And I realize that I'm not doing it right. The reason I'm currently using slabs, though, as opposed to full blocks, is just because you can get a bit further for your slabbage. And it has absolutely nothing to do... 2, 3, with their potential ability to prevent monsters from spawning. We're not even going to worry about that right now. This is the first time I've ever felt truly at risk of falling off the world. If not the first, I mean, not the first time since we built the fence, like the great fence that's been protecting us. And I think we'll need to expand the fence out some to include this area as well in the future, because otherwise there's no doubt in my mind that I will accidentally throw myself off the edge. Like even now, I'm feeling just a little nervous and exposed standing out there, and I don't like it. Make me some more of these. Please make me some more of these. Thank you. This doesn't need to be a very big area, right? We just need to make sure that the water source and the lava source can't touch each other. And I'm going to make it actually one wider than it needs to be, because I think you want 2 spaces for the water and 1 full space for the lava, and then a hole to make sure the water doesn't come in contact with the lava. But we're going to go out a little bit more. Just because, you know, the thing about living in the sky is that you've got plenty of room. You know, we're not encroaching on anyone here. It's not like we have other creatures that have set up shop around us yet. And hopefully we won't, because that would be unfortunate. But there we go. So for right now, I feel like we're pretty safe here. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to use dirt to prevent the lava from burning the platform down. Oh, this actually needs to be... I'm sorry, this needs to be an odd number. So we can build this right in the middle. It doesn't need to be, but it should be. That's the better way of doing this. Okay. So, water on one side. We can have that be, like, right over here. That's our water source block. And it goes and drains down here. For some reason in my mind, I was like, I'm going to break all of these when I break this one. But no, I'm not. Because I'm not an idiot. So no, I'm not. It's okay. So there we go. The water's going to go bloop, 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 and then fall down there. And then once we have a water source, we can go underneath and kind of build it down underneath this to create a catch for it. And we'll worry about that in a minute. And then as for the lava, it's going to go over here. And yeah, it's going to be sitting on top of a flammable, but I'm not too pressed about that. Should we make that dirt blocks down there just to make sure it doesn't burn the place down? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, can I not empty this? What do you do with this? Right-click on a tank to empty the container. I don't have a tank. Where am I supposed to get a tank from? This is a big tree. I like it. A tank, though. Was that in the instructions? Let's see. Mushroom and slime block. No. Jar auto processing block? I mean, I'll add it. Is that like an automated system for all this? I mean, it's absolutely what it is. But if we look at the picture here, it looks like we've got glass jars. Tempered glass jars, right? There's some sort of connectors between them. Auto processors, what do those do? I wonder. And what's actually connecting them together, for that matter? Like, what is actually going into... It doesn't say, does it? It just goes directly to jar, and it's like, oh, maybe it's the cast iron tube. Maybe that's what you need cast iron tube for. Okay. No, wait, no, that's actually really cool. An automated... I like that, but I need to figure out what to do with the lava. I need a tank. That's priority number 1, I guess, is I gotta build some sort of a tank. And I don't think we can build that one. I need just the most basic tank imaginable. Not any of these advanced, or even the basic one. We don't have redstone. I need something that's just maybe made of glass, hopefully. Hopefully there's just like a regular, what are you? A singularity tank. I like the idea of it. The issue is, no, because we don't have access to iron. I just want a basic container for water. Something I just put water in. Basic chemical tank? Oh no. Is there nothing I can store water in? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Get that off my screen right now. A jumbo tank. No. Seared melter. I just want to store wooden honey tank. I want to store water. Water. If I just type in water, what are you going to give me? Yeah. There's some water tanks. There's some tanks full of water. Well, how am I supposed to get the water out of the... how am I supposed to get it out of there? There's no instructions on how to get the water out. Okay. Okay, what if we go ahead and we make a couple of these, okay? And then we turn these into these. I'm starting to understand now why the game was like, oh yeah, unrefined clay bucket, quest completed. Good on us. Where was that at? Where was that? Was that down here? Yeah, and now we're about to get this. At which point, yeah, I can understand now why it wanted this to be a thing. Because we have to have it anyway. What it's not telling me, though... Really? There's no other way? A casting table? I don't think we can make one of those. I don't see any other way to get water, though. Alright, there we go. Ceramic tank finished as well. Did we only get one? Where'd the other one go? Please just be rational and, like, give me the water. Right-click on an empty tank to empty container. Can you put a ceramic bucket on the ground? No, of course you can't. Well, can I put the water into here? No, of course you can't. Where do I put what empty? There is no empty tank! There is no empty tank! There's no tank! It just says into an empty tank. There is no tank. What mod are you from? FTB library? Fluid containers. That's what I've got. That's what this is in right now. I just want something I can put... I mean, there's plenty of tanks, but none that I can build. And we can't progress until we get cobblestone. A dynamic? Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you? A hopper? A fuel tank, obviously. Retains liquid when broken. I mean, maybe we could put contents into there. I'm sure we probably could. But the issue is making seared brick, which requires grout, which requires sand, which we can get, and clay, which we can get, and gravel, which... I don't think we can get gravel. Unless we can get a... But the survivalist strainer requires a strainer base, right? And we can't make one of those, can we? Strainer base. First off, get that added over there. Okay, we actually could. Okay. So it looks like what we're actually doing now is I think we're going to have to go down the route. Oh, that's a big tree. That thing. Jeez. I think we're going to have to go down the route of getting a seared tank. It might actually be episode like 15 before we have a bee. But I'll be happy when we get there. I'm only a little bit crazy now. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!